Hi everyone, I'm Deanna Breiwick and this is Fritz and this is Living Your Best Life with Deanna. We are still here in Dijon, France. This is my last week here and last week of production. We will be doing a video recording that will be available for live streaming. So stay tuned for those details. And we've done a little bit of Christmas shopping as shops are beginning to open up. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful city. They've gone all out with a ginormous Christmas tree and light shows on the palace walls and beautiful lights throughout the city. So it's a total fairy tale Christmas experience. Tonight I have a dress rehearsal. So I thought we would do a pre-sing yoga practice. When you're doing yoga in preparation for singing, you want to focus on grounding as well as creating space in the body. Grounding so that we can feel low in our bodies, low in the breath, and then spaciousness so that you have that mobility to be able to control and manage your breath effectively while also getting in maximum amount of air to get through those phrases. So let's jump right into it. Let's begin on all fours. So finding a long spine in this position, coming onto your hands and knees, shoulders directly over wrists, hips over knees, and then lengthen from your tailbone out through the crown of your head. Firming up your belly, draw your belly button towards your spine. And let's dive right into cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, sits bones, tilt up toward the sky. Exhale, arch your back. Inhale, cow. Heart radiates forward. Exhale, cat. Finding that puffiness in between your shoulder blades. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Really feeling that flexion through the entirety of your spine. Exhale, cat. And begin to take it off the rails, creating circles with your hips, with your shoulders, finding whatever movement feels good to you here. You can bend into your elbows. Beginning to notice your breath as you move through this, finding some flexibility in your spine. And then coming back to center, we're going to come into a quick core check-in. So pressing down through your hands, curl your toes under, lift your knees 1 inch off the floor. Check that your fingers are spread wide. Belly button is drawing in, supporting your core, protecting your low back. Find your deep breath. And on your next exhale, press up to downward facing dog. So what we want to find here is a long spine. So if that means knees bent, beautiful. You want sits bones pointing up toward the ceiling. And then if that's in place, you can begin to straighten your legs. You can pedal out your dog here, dropping one heel at a time. Breathing deeply, and then let's find a moment of stillness. So dropping your heels toward the floor, pressing down strongly through your hands. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Imagine your breath running along the length of your spine. Inhaling, running all the way down to your tailbone. Exhale, running back up your spine. One more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Look forward. Step your right foot up in between your hands. You can drop your left knee. Coming up onto fingertips, lift your chest up. So becoming broad in the collarbones here. And then drop your hips down to the floor. So you should be feeling a really nice stretch in your groin here, in your left hip flexor. And then we're going to scoot our hips back to come into half splits. So bringing your hips over your left knee, flex your right foot up. So I want you to find a long spine here. So inhale, lengthening tailbone out the crown of your head, and exhale. exhale, folding that long spine over your long leg here. Let's scoot on forward again, coming to that lunge. So right knee over right ankle. And then coming back to the half splits. Coming back to your lunge. Half splits. Find a flow here on your own. Back and forth. One more round at your own pace. Meeting me in that lunge again. And then plant your hands and step your right foot back. We're going to come into a plank here for one breath. Drawing your core towards your spine. And when you're ready, bring your left foot forward in between your hands. Drop your right knee. Settle into that lunge. Again, staying on fingertips so that you're using your core to lift you up. Heart is open forward, so we're not hunched over here. Really lifted and long through the spine. Take a deep breath, hips sink a little lower on the exhale. And then shifting your hips back, coming into the half splits. Flexing your left foot, hips over your knee. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Neck is long, so we're not crunching over or lifting up. It's all in one long line. Deep breath here. And exhale, coming forward to that lunge again, dropping your hips. Inhale, shift back, half splits. And begin to find this flow back and forth between your lunge and your half splits. One more round on your own here. And then planting your hands, step your left foot back to plank. One breath here. And when you're ready, dropping your knees down, keeping your elbows tucked in close to your rib cage, lower your belly down to the floor. Palms are still on the floor, feeling heavy in the lower half of your body. Inhale, lift your chest up. So again, we're finding that length in the spine. We're not crunching the neck up. One long line. Lower down to the floor. One more time. Inhale, lift your chest up, baby cobra. Lift your hands up. So shoulder blades are drawing together behind you. Neck is long. And lower down. Press into your hands, push up to your half plank, so coming up onto your knees. Curl your toes. Press back to downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Sigh it out. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to lip trill it out. One more time like that. Inhale in, lip trill it out. Inhale, look forward. Step your right foot forward in between your hands. You're going to dial your left heel down, so the entirety of the soles of both feet are on the floor. Keeping your front knee bent, we're going to rise up to warrior one. So you're feeling this rotation in your rib cage and your spine. Hip points are pointing forward over that bent leg, and this brings the entirety of your torso with it. Hands extend up high. And we're going to come into one of my favorite poses for singing, triangle pose. So you can drop your hands, begin to straighten that front leg. Returning the hip points now more toward the long side of the mat, and then begin to shift your hips back. And you will begin to bend over your right leg. Your right hand can come onto your right shin. Lift your left hand up to the sky. If this is too far down, you can come up higher on the shin, even up on the thigh. But no knees. Let's find a deep breath here. And when you're ready, inhale, coming back up. And exhale, bending cartwheel it down, plant your hands, step your foot back. Take a breath here in plank, finding that long spine. And when you're ready, step your left foot up. Dial the right heel down. Front knee is bent. Rise up tall into warrior one. So again, finding that your hip points are facing forward. Heart is forward and lifted. Check in with your core, that we're not splaying out here, but tucking in, drawing the ribs down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can drop your hands. Begin to rotate to your right side a little bit. Lengthen that left knee. Arms out and extended long, palms down toward the floor, and begin to shift your right hip back as you lean forward, coming over your left leg. Right hand reaches up toward the sky. Inhale, find length here through the spine. So we have a long line through each of the legs and then one line out through the spine. Feel your heart spinning up toward the sky. Bring a smile to your face. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Powering up through the legs, grounding down through your feet. Rise up tall. And exhale, cartwheel it down, framing your front foot. Plant your hands, step your left foot back. Drop to your knees and drop your belly down to the floor. Inhale, lifting your heart, coming to baby cobra. You can lift your hands off the mat. Exhale, dropping back down to the mat. Inhale, press up to half plank or full plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Inhaling through the nose, lip trilling out through the mouth. Inhale, long spine. Inhale. Lip trill it out. Hi, Fritz. When you're ready, you can drop your knees to the floor. Find your way to a seated position. Crossing your legs. And we're going to close with 3 bumblebee breaths, which is an inhale through the nose and a humming out the mouth. And this is total playtime, so play with your resonance. You can move around within your range, have fun with this, and just enjoy the vibrations in your body. All right? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale deeply, all the way down into your pelvic floor, feeling heavy on the floor. Exhale, hum it out. Coming back to an easy breath. I hope you enjoyed that. Have a wonderful sing. Enjoy the feeling of your breath and of vibration and your beautiful voice. Have a great day.